Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, got it.
What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and as an update to a story I published yesterday that went nuts. It was kind of just la throughout the day, and then as soon as they talked about it on, I think it was Newsmax first, video went nuts. Archer Aviation, after we did the story talking about Stellantis investment, Archer Aviation could be behind a lot of these small bus, aka short bus / large SUV sightings of unidentified aerial phenomena or drones that we're seeing in New Jersey. And well, Newsmax and Bloomberg, two of the reporters there that I talked to, have both reached out to Archer Aviation. And they didn't respond to Newsmax at all, but they did respond to Bloomberg with no comment. No comment. No comment is almost like saying, yeah, that's our stuff flying around over New Jersey. Now, I've seen a lot of comments from people saying, oh, they have to register this with the FAA. Oh, they have to do this. Yes, if it was for general public testing. But what a lot of you guys don't understand is this is most likely a Department of Defense program, a DoD program. Archer Aviation has a contract with the United States Air Force, and now after the video, I had some of my friends at the Army say, yeah, they have one with the Army as well. Now, the Army is trying to replace the Black Hawk helicopter. And my buddy, Dizzle in Motion, which I'll tag in the description down below, has a video on a potential replacement of the Black Hawk, which looks like a smaller, more reliable version of the Osprey, which is used regularly in the Marines and the Navy. So I don't think that's that, even though I've seen some videos of that being tested over New Jersey as well. They were flying that all white, one with a red tail, which is I don't even know what the model number of that thing is called, but it looks like an Osprey, but it's not an Osprey, and the Army's is supposed to use that as a replacement for the Black Hawk. That's what they're talking about doing. And these other ones are what they call air taxis, right? I've published videos on like I published yesterday already, but if you haven't seen it, I'll put a couple images of it up here for you. And you can see up here what they look like. And it could be confused for like basically a flying SUV. I think it seats 4 to 6. Now I did see people talk about, hey, yeah, I know about Archer Aviation. They haven't manufactured a bunch of those. Funny you should say that. I know for a fact, and they did a YouTube video about it, the Air Force did, so it's not like I'm disclosing confidential information. The Air Force has already taken delivery of one of these Archer Aviation aircraft, and are actively testing it, as Archer Aviation is now a defense contractor. As I said, as a defense contractor myself, I know how these programs can work. If you have these special access programs, or SAPs as they call them, that could be what's going on with Archer Aviation. They could be a special access program. That's why you see them having the appropriate FAA lighting. But for those saying, oh, well, they have to file a flight plan with the FAA, the DoD does not. I don't know who told you that. If they're testing an aircraft, I can tell you, being here in Nevada, when they're flying stuff out over Groom Lake or flying stuff out of Fallon that is experimental or test aircraft, they ain't filing nothing with the FAA. They're not filing crap with the FAA. All right, so that's all I'll say about that. Most likely, this is probably a special access program, and they're doing flight tests. And I know a lot of people say, well, why would they do it over populations? Well, maybe they've already tested it enough in the deserts that they know they're not going to fall out of the sky and crash. So now they're testing it over populations to check its efficiency of whatever it is that it does. Maybe it's looking at heat signatures on the ground to look at people. It needs to do, they do that, right? Maybe it's testing, signals intelligence. Nobody knows. But most likely, especially because of Archer Aviation's response saying no comment, this is probably an SAP, and it's probably flying somewhere out of New Jersey. Whether it's Dick's or McGuire, or one of the other places that are out there. So it wouldn't surprise. It could even be the Army. It might not even be the Air Force. Like I said, they are trying to replace their Black Hawk helicopters. I don't think a electric drone will do it, but hey, who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.